How's it going, MIAA Nation? My name is Corbin Smith, the conference's intern for the fall 23 semester and recent graduate of Northwest Missouri State. This year, the MIAA wanted to try something to celebrate our standout athletes and help market themselves for potential NIL opportunities in the future. To do so, we've invited freshman forward from Central Missouri soccer team, Mikayla Ernst, to tell us about her first year as a Jenny and what she's enjoying about college so far. Ranked 10th in the nation at this point in the season, UCM boasts a 6-2 record and is in the middle of a 5-game winning streak. This season, Ernst has started all 8 games for the Jennies, leads UCM in goals scored, and is currently tied for the 3rd most game-winning goals in the nation, and was recently named an MIAA Athlete of the Week. So, Mikayla, thank you so much for coming on with us. How are you doing today?
Good. I would say excited to be on this and see how this goes.
So we were talking a little bit before we started. You're in the library, right? A study room?
I am. Yep.
Okay. What homework are you working on right now?
Biology right now. I would say I'm kind of bouncing in between biology and chemistry because I have a chemistry test coming up and a biology test next week.
Oh man. Oof. What's your major? Because it seems like that is a lot to be handling right now.
Biology pre-med right now.
What do you feel like you want to do with that, or have you figured that out yet?
I want to be a pediatrician who specializes with kids with disabilities. So, and I've kind of had that goal for a couple of years now. So that's really where I'm hoping to go, but at least pediatrics in general.
Okay. What do you feel like has, put you on that path, or what made you want to pursue that?
So I did a lot of tutoring and help at my high school in the special needs room and stuff. And I worked with a lot of the lower functioning classes, and I loved how I was able to build those connections with those kids, and being able to understand them is something that not everyone can do, and understanding their different ways of communicating if they can't talk, or just little things that they do that helps them calm themselves down. And it's I like being able to watch that, and I like being able to help teach them and show them how things need to be done, even if they think it needs to be done in a different way, but working with them on how to complete a task or something like that.
Okay, cool. So obviously it's your freshman year. So tell us a little bit about, where you're from, why you chose UCM, and what you're enjoying about your collegiate career so far.
Well, I'm from Raymore, Missouri, which is I want to say south of Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked UCM. I visited the campus. I don't really like the big school environment because I am a biology major and a student athlete. Being in the smaller classes where the teachers actually know who I am and they're able to work with me more one-on-one really helped me know that okay, I might miss some classes for games or out of town trips and all that, but I know that I have that connection with my teachers, that they're still able to help me, which I really loved about here. And it's only about 50 minutes from where I live, so I'm close enough to my family. If I need something, I'm able to drive home really quick, or if I need help here, they're able to get to me. I don't know if I could go really far and I'm also really close with my mom. Mm-hmm. So being close to her and knowing that I can see her anytime I really need to is really nice to know.
So like I stated earlier, we're probably going to transition into more of the soccer questions. When I was introducing you, it seems like you've had a lot of success, obviously, from the stats and success that UCM is seeing this year, as they usually do. You've kind of adopted a leadership role kind of quickly. What has your experience been with handling that and becoming the leading goal scorer?
Honestly, Coach Lewis has really pushed me to form me into this player that he wanted me to be very quickly. And I knew when we had a lot of girls on our offensive side kind of transfer out that were a big help in our program. So knowing that we needed people to step up very quickly kind of was I can do this. I can come in, I can work my butt off, and I can try and be that player that he wanted to be. And honestly, as a freshman, I really didn't expect to have the role that I had at this point. I kind of predicted I'm going to get eased into it. I've got some time, but after our first game, when I was able to score 2 goals, I was I can do this. This isn't something I should be nervous about. I'm obviously able to kind of compete at this level. I've worked my tail off all these years, and I just need to keep pushing right now, and I can do it. I can do it if I put my mind to it.
Mm-hmm. And it's still really early in the season. You got a couple months left to play. What are you looking forward to accomplishing, or what are you looking forward to do with your team this year?
Well, obviously, everyone's goal is to win the NCAA championship. So that's definitely where we're shooting right now. But I'm really excited to do the MIAA tournament and all that, like trying to push to win the MIAA conference and then get into that NCAA tournament and like really compete against those like super high level teams where everyone's wanting the same goal as us. So that's what I'm really excited for.
Mhm. The MIAA is considered one of the toughest conferences in Division II. What has your experience been like with the competition so far? I know you guys haven't gotten too deep into conference play yet, but what has your experience been so far compared to what it's been like in high school?
High school was definitely a lot different because it was like a variety of kids from like, I don't know if you're super familiar with like how division plays and like in high school, like we've got like division, it can range from like Division 3 in like Heartland all the way up to like the ECNL national players that can be in high school. So teams like, it's very like, I don't know how to say it. It's a very wide spectrum on high
Mhm.
school. I played in the Gold Suburban Division in high school, so it was like really the biggest schools in Missouri in my area. So all the players, like they obviously are 6A schools, so they have like lots of choices to choose from. So like I played against quite a few of my teammates that are on the team right now at UCM. So especially one of our center backs, Emily Person, we played against her 2 or 3 times in a season, and it would be like, I'm playing the best of the best right now. They had a Florida commit, they had a Northwest commit, so many other school commits, I can't even name them. I think everyone on their team was committed somewhere or they were too young to commit.
Mhm.
But it was like we could play against teams like that where it's like you've got to show out, you've got to like work your tail off and stuff. So that was kind of like that kind of helped me prepare into here because like I'm playing against kids that are going the same goal that I am. Then we played some different teams that were like they're more the like divisional players versus like national, regional players like that. So it was like it all kind of varied through high school.
Mhm. And waking up for a competition, it's everybody has their own routine. So, what is your routine to get ready when you have a game later in the day?
Well, I always make sure I eat. Are you talking about like later, like evening games?
Just in general, what's your pregame ritual that you usually have?
Typically, I'll eat breakfast and try and get the best breakfast I can that I know won't like upset my stomach later on. So I try and get a good breakfast, and then I'm typically snacking on peanut butter granola bars just because that's like high in protein. So I know that's kind of going to keep me moving throughout the day. And typically just have someone braid my hair. I try to stay as relaxed as possible because everyone definitely gets like those butterflies, those nerves before a game. So I typically just try and keep myself calm. I'll listen to some music and just try and stay as relaxed as possible. I do like to do Sudokus on game days just
Okay.
so I kind of calm myself down. I'm focusing on something instead of getting nervous about the game. And we typically have a lot of fun in the locker room. We play timber and we have our own little dance in the locker room, which is super fun. I would say that was really fun to learn here. And then get ready, put the headband on, and go out on the field, start warming up.
I like it. I like it. Now we're gonna move into some quicker questions, if you're okay with that. Uh, just about you know around Warrensburg and UCM area. So, first question: what is your favorite spot in town to eat or hang out?
Eat definitely Applebee's. I go to Applebee's like once a week at least to get their 2 for $29, or it's either 2 for $25 or 2 for $29. Their steak. And I do that and I get my spinach and artichoke dip and then my steak with my broccoli and mashed potatoes. And then sometimes I'll just get another one and take it back later. So I have another snack to eat.
Good stuff. So, after a game, what helps you relax or wind down?
Typically I go back to my Sudoku book. I would say that kind of winds me down a little bit. And I'll probably ice anything that I need to kind of like ice that's kind of banged up, bruised a little bit. Make sure I get some dinner in me, and then probably just jumping on my computer and doing some extra homework.
Okay. So, what are 3 words your teammates or coaches would use to describe you?
Mm, Probably quick. I would say a lot of the girls say I'm fast. Tenacious. I would say my coaches told me about that one because I just like to score. I want to get the ball in the back of the net so then the team can relax a little bit and I can relax a little. Maybe quick on my feet. I would say with how my coach is trying to coach me right now, it's kind of like hold the ball up, find someone else, and like bounce it back to him. So I'd probably say quick on my feet because I have to think really fast, and especially being like the number 9, like I have 2 defenders on me instead of just 1 like other positions might have. And then sometimes I might have 3 if like the 6 drops back. So it's kind of like quick thinking, like I've got to know what I'm doing like within like 2 touches and I have to get it out.
And if you had any businesses or, brands that you wanted to partner with around UCM or just in general, what would they be?
Honestly, I've really wanted to. I've tried doing it online, the Liquid IV, because I currently live off that right now. So probably Liquid IV, or honestly, like I've seen some like Christian ambassadors and stuff that I've really wanted to work with that are like Christian athletes. I feel like that would be really fun to work with them. Or maybe like a smoothie place. Those are like the protein shakes, because I also live off of those.
What is the best way fans or businesses can find you, to reach out to you, either socials or maybe your email?
They can reach me on my email. It's mikayla.ernst05@gmail.com, or my Instagram is Mikayla_Ernst.
Well, thank you, Mikayla, for speaking with me today. I think that's all the questions I have for you. I hope you enjoyed being on this, and I hope you can tell every business around you that you're open for business.
All right. Thank you.
And thank you, everybody who tuned in to today's Athlete Spotlight. I hope that you enjoyed it. And Mikayla, good luck to you for the rest of your season.
Thank you.